What's up, Manna family, and welcome to day 4 of 6 ways to move toward the purpose you don't fully see. And I'm Elliot, your host. As mentioned in day 1 of this series, here at Manna, we often say that you've been created by a perfect God for a precise purpose. This is absolutely true. God has a purpose for each and every single one of us that is beyond whatever we can think or imagine. But moving toward your God-given precise purpose can sometimes feel like you're driving through fog. It can be difficult to see what's ahead. This week, I'm sharing 6 ways to move toward the purpose you don't fully see. And I encourage you to go back and catch up if you'd like, but let's jump into today. Let's talk about a principle that I believe could shift the way you approach life and help you move more confidently toward your God-given purpose, even if you don't really see it. Ready? It's stewardship. This is not a word that is used too often nowadays, but when we hear it, we typically think of finances. But as believers, this means so much more. When we stand before God, we're going to give an account for how we stewarded what we were given. Stewardship is managing something that you've been entrusted with, and God is the primary owner, but He has entrusted things to you. In the parable of the talents in Matthew 25, verses 14 to 30, the master entrusts a certain amount of money to his servants according to their own ability, so that they can nurture it and develop it, not just keep it for themselves. We're gonna dig into this a bit more tomorrow, but I just want to share 2 things up front. First, the master gave in accordance with each person's ability. You know, God created you exactly for what He wants to entrust you with. And secondly, He gave it for the purposes of being nurtured, developed, and used for His glory. Let's look at another verse about stewardship. 1 Peter 4:10. Now this is a verse that we mentioned in week 1 of Leader Step if you've taken that, and is this: each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others, as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. Stewardship really does change how you view what you've been given. I read it explained this way: stewardship is our divinely given opportunity to join with God in His worldwide and eternal redemptive movement. I want to say this again because I think this has a lot of rich meaning. Stewardship is our divinely given opportunity to join with God in His worldwide and eternal redemptive movement. I mean, wow. This really puts things in perspective in regards to purpose. Our God-given purpose is connected with every other part of our lives. This means in your job, in your neighborhood, your finances, your marriage, your parenting, your relationships, your body, your mind, the talents and gifts that He's given you. All these things have been entrusted to you and are divinely given opportunities to join with God in His redemptive movements in the world He put you in. The 4th way to move toward the purpose you don't fully see is to steward what you've been given. Tomorrow, we're going to discuss another principle that I believe is closely linked to stewardship. Really, I believe that they're 2 sides of the same coin, and I can't wait to see you there.